Assalamu alaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Today I am going to present here the topic economy and the central problems of an economy. First we will try to understand what's economy. Economy is a system. Economy is a system which implements in the particular area that reveals the nature and the levels of an economic activity. यानी इकनॉमी हम किस चीज़ को कहते हैं? इकनॉमी एक वो एरिया होता है, वो पर्टिकुलर एरिया होता है जहाँ पे इम्प्लीमेंट होती है इकनॉमिक एक्टिविटीज़, और जहाँ पे ये प्रोसेस होती है इकनॉमिक एक्टिविटीज़ की. तो हम देखेंगे कि व्हाट इज़ इकनॉमिक एक्टिविटीज़. यार क्वेश्चन अराइज इन आवर माइंड्स दैट व्हाट इज़ इकनॉमिक एक्टिविटीज़. Economic activities means the consumption, production, investment, exchange, etc. That's called the economic activities. तो ये economy जो होती है, it can be the state, it can be the country, or it can be the even district as well. We can take the example of a JK, Jammu and Kashmir. That's the JK economy. Or we can take the example of a HP, Himachal Pradesh economy, Madhya Pradesh economy, or the Kerala economy. These are the state economies. At the aggregate or the entire level, we can say that Indian economy. That in this particular economy, for example, for instance, we are taking here the example of a Jammu and Kashmir. In this particular economy, it reveals the nature. And it reveals the nature and the levels of economic activities. That is the consumption. What is the consumption of Jammu and Kashmir? What is the production of Jammu and Kashmir? Whether it produces more or not. That means if GDP of Jammu and Kashmir economy is it actually grows or not? If it grows, how it grows. If it not grows, then why is it not grows? Then now we will see the central problems of an economy. Every economy faces the three problems. First one is what to produce, second one is how to produce, and third one is for whom to produce. The economy has to decide which things the economy will produce. Whether, if we talk about what to produce, the first central problem of an economy with reference to the resource allocation, because the human wants are unlimited, but the resources are scarce, but the resources are the limited. Yet the thing is what to produce. The first problem which faces the economy, यानी पहली प्रॉब्लम ये है जो हर कोई इकोनॉमी फेस करती है, that is the what to produce. हम प्रोड्यूस क्या करेंगे? तो एक इकोनॉमी क्या प्रोड्यूस करेगी, ये पहली प्रॉब्लम होती है एक इकोनॉमी में. That means economy has to decide what to produce, whether it will produce the consumer goods, whether it will produce the capital goods, whether it will produce the wartime goods. What is the consumer good? Consumer goods means that sugar, wheat, rice, these are the consumer goods. Capital goods means machinery goods, like tractors, like machines, like computer. That is called the machinery goods. Wartime goods like rifles, guns, etc. These are called the wartime goods. There is economy. These are the kinds of goods. The economy has to decide what kind of goods the economy will produce. If the economy will produce the consumer goods, it has to produce less of the capital goods. Or if the consumer will produce capital goods more, then it has to produce the less of the consumer goods. Or the economy, even economy can produce both at the proportionate level. The second problem is how to produce. यानी एक इकोनॉमी को ये प्रॉब्लम आती है कि हाउ टू प्रोड्यूस. अगर हम प्रोड्यूस करेंगे whether it will produce the consumer goods, whether it will produce the capital goods, whether it will produce the wartime goods. But there comes a problem, how to produce, हम produce कैसे करेंगे? In this very concept or in this very thing is the two techniques. First one is the labor intensive technique and second one is the capital intensive technique. अगर हम produce करेंगे, क्या हम उसमें labor intensive technique use करेंगे या capital intensive technique use करेंगे? Labor intensive technique means, what is the labor intensive technique? That means that where we use more labor force as compared to the capital. Or capital intensive technique means where we use the more capitals as compared to the labor. So, and then there another concept here comes, that is the efficient use. अगर हम कोई भी technique इन दोनों में से use करेंगे in order to get the consumer goods, in order to get the capital goods, or in order to get the wartime goods, we are more concerned with the efficient use. What is meant by the efficient use? Efficient use means the more production at the less cost. More production at the less cost. That's called the efficient use. एक इकोनॉमी हमेशा इस बात पे गौर खोज करती है और हमेशा इस बात पर जोर देती है, हमेशा इस बात पर स्ट्रेस देती है कि हमें more production, हमें more output चाहिए at the less cost. At the less cost. And that's called the efficient use. तो हमें यहाँ पे इकोनॉमिक्स कहाँ पे नजर आती है? लेबर इंटेंसिव टेक्निक और कैपिटल इंटेंसिव टेक्निक में. फॉर एग्जाम्पल हम एग्जाम्पल एक देंगे. मेरे कहने का मतलब ये है कि हाउ टू प्रोड्यूस, हम ये प्रॉब्लम हमें आती है, ये किसी भी इकोनॉमी को आती है कि अगर हम कुछ भी प्रोड्यूस करेंगे तो कैसे प्रोड्यूस करेंगे. तो जब हम ये सोचते हैं कि हम कैसे प्रोड्यूस करेंगे तो आता है कि labor, whether we will use the labor intensive technique or the capital intensive technique. तो efficient use का मसला आता है. How? Because economy has to focus on the efficient use. That implies that more production at the less cost. Here I want to add here another point, that is, अगर हम हिंदुस्तान की example देंगे, if we will take the example of India. इंडिया में अगर हम लेबर इंटेंसिव यूज टेक्निक करेंगे, लेबर इंटेंसिव टेक्निक यूज करेंगे तो इससे एम्प्लॉयमेंट जनरेशन जो होगी और एम्प्लॉयमेंट लेवल हाई होगी, एम्प्लॉयमेंट जनरेशन क्रिएट होगी, द अनएम्प्लॉयमेंट लेवल विल बी डिक्रीज्ड और द सोशल, it also ensures the social justice. On the other side, if we will use the capital intensive technique in the India, it will increase the productivity, it will increase the efficiency. But there is a contradiction between the labor intensive technique and the capital intensive technique. How? It decreases the capital intensive technique in India, so far as India is concerned. It will decrease the social justice. How it will decrease the social justice? Because जब हिंदुस्तान कैपिटल इंटेंसिव टेक्निक यूज करेंगे तो एक कैपिटल 10 लेबर को रिमूव करता है. This is how it contradicts with each other. The third offshoot of the resource allocation, that is the for whom to produce, or the third central problem of an economy is for whom to produce. अगर हम produce करेंगे तो किसके लिए produce करेंगे? Here comes the concept, the income distribution, or the concept of the inequality. अगर producer produce करेगा तो किसके लिए produce करेगा? Because producer all the time is the producer of the profit motive. तो producer वही goods produce करेंगे जो usually the society में जिनकी डिमांड होगी. तो डिमांड कौन लोग करेंगे? जिनके पास पैसे होंगे. तो पैसे किनके पास होंगे? पैसे richer section के पास होंगे. Here comes the concept of there is the concept of inequality also, or income distribution also. If there is the equal income distribution, that means the society, the economy will be the prosper, because the demand is the same. And it also concerned with the problem of income and the inequality and the distribution of income. Please subscribe the channel.